Hey everybody, this is Medusa again, and this time I'm going to be discussing something that's rather personal to me, and that is being a Marine myself. From the beginning, I've always heard this rivalry between San Diego and Parris Island. Both of those places, those cities, are where boot camps are located at. If you live on the East Coast, east of the Mississippi, you go to Parris Island. If you live west of it, you're going to San Diego. Now, there's always been this hostility between the two bases. Parris Island guys think that they're the real Marines, and they view the guys from San Diego as Hollywood Marines. But the truth then comes out. Parris Island guys, they love being the fact that they in turn went to Parris Island, but they hate being in the Marine Corps. Those guys are the ones who continuously get into trouble. Drug test comes up. Well, guess what? More Parris Island guys get busted than San Diego guys. And geography needs to be taught to these guys because they talk about Paris or San Diego guys being Hollywood Marines. Well, then let's see here. You got San Diego, Los Angeles. And how far apart is those two? A good drive, over 100 miles. And then there's one base there that's not too far from Los Angeles, and that is Camp Pendleton. Pendleton is where, at the time that I was in, is where the infantry, the grunts, were trained at. The real Marines, the guys who in turn are out there first to fight. And guess what happens? The guys who come here from Parris on, they can't handle it. They can't handle going up the mountains. And let's go by facts too. It's like San Diego's way down there, and you got Pendleton way up there. So they talk about guys who in turn are Hollywood Marines. Well, yeah, sure, they're given suntan lotion because the climate there is a little bit different than it is in Parris Island, and guys will get sunburned very easily. They don't have a camouflage surfboard. They do not have a camouflage beach blanket. And yes, they do a mile run whenever I was in boot camp along the beach. Because guess what? That's how it was. And why is it there's so much hostility between these two bases on where you went to boot camp at? And fuel has been added to the fire on NCIS. How often does the character Jeffro Gibbs continuously talk about Hollywood Marines? So folks, boot camp is boot camp. Marines are Marines. Simple as that. Especially now, guys are over the Middle East and they're fighting right beside each other. Is it a big deal where you went to boot camp at? Put it aside, guys. Come on. Knock this off. And if you guys, drill instructors in Parris Island, quit comparing the two bases. I think it'd be a lot easier if you just, didn't do it anymore. Just say, hey, they're as much of a jarhead as the next guy is. Big deal. Prove me wrong.